Same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
Katt Williams was talking about himself once, and Katt Williams is a crazy person, but a brilliant comedian.
And I think, you know, you're no better, and I'm no better.
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
Also acts as an intriguing factor for me with you is it just keeps progressing, right? And
Katt Williams revelations. Rogan, confessing his love for Katt Williams and expressing willingness to invite him to be on his show, sparked a good deal of curiosity. Many people in the industry may know that there's a tendency to avoid using cats as symbols. This explains the question, the fear of enduring severe criticism from higher-ups. Joe has been exposing higher-ups, but Rogan is defying convention with his audacious move. This has shocked the fan community, making many people think Rogan isn't simply giving lip service. Rumor has it that Rogan may actually have faith in the Williams revelations regarding the business and how comedians, like Steve Harvey and Kevin Hart, are being puppets for external forces. In the given context, Williams implied that Steve Harvey stole ideas from Mark Curry in Hanging with Mr. Cooper. He further stated that Harvey would not succeed as a movie star, which is why he is committed to hosting Family Feud sitcoms. Williams carried on in that same manner, expressing his dislike for Bernie Mac. He claimed that Hollywood receives about 30,000 fresh scripts every year, yet none demands a black guy who is a country bumpkin, unable to look like Mr. and speak well. Williams started out by emphasizing Kevin Hart's incredible career trajectory in Hollywood, challenging the unparalleled quickness with which Hart attained success. He pointed out the exceptional quick ascent and questioned whether Hart had genuinely made amends in the cutthroat world of stand-up comedy.
Same Steve that went to go watch Mark Curry do his whole sitcom and then stole everything Mark Curry had.
He said something that I've always thought, and he's like, I'm not a fan of me.
15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show.
Come on over here and get on TV.
also acts as an intriguing factor for me with you is it just keeps progressing, right? And
Williams highlighted the importance of the journey and pondered whether Hart's seemingly quick triumph suggested an alternative story. Have we heard about his agreements since he arrived? Williams talked about a comedian who visited Los Angeles, had a sitcom on cable television, possessed his own movie, and used the word plant to refer to someone who succeeds devoid of the usual difficulties that comedians often face. Williams then attracted notice of apparent conflicts in Hart's account, questioning the authenticity of his documentary featuring Chris Rock. He pointed out discrepancies in Hart's childhood portrayal in a documentary while he was supposedly in Los Angeles. How come humor was on the East Coast while he was in Los Angeles, acting in a way that didn't occur in any event? The Hart-Williams feud. Kevin Hart has already claimed that Katt Williams is upset because he wasted his Hollywood money on subpar attitudes and incompetence. Hart suggested that making fun of a rising star might be the reason for Williams' frustration. According to Hart, Williams had the opportunity but failed to arrive for work, missing promotional shoots that made him feel foolish. Engaging in promotional travels, Williams exposed himself to danger, leading to the studio ceasing operations. Hart responded with a casual "effing with you." But the conversation with Shea Williams on Club Shh revealed Williams' annoyance with the industry's tendency to ignore his recommendations for comedic endeavors. Williams stated that over a 5-year period, every film on which Kevin Hart had worked had ignored his input. Williams claimed he urged modifications to avoid reinforcing certain prejudices, questioning the genuineness of the sector's dedication to innovation and diversity. In the interview, Katt Williams discussed the matter of humorous standards, clarifying that his rejection of certain content, especially avoiding obviously gay topics, caused him to miss out on opportunities. Williams asserted that he wasn't against comedy, but supported a more deliberate and polite approach that wasn't dependent on outdated and potentially objectionable cliches. The conversation took a turn towards the shady methods of Hollywood elites and their impact on top African-American celebrities.
No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he said.
Are you kidding me?
He said that he confronted you about it before, and then even after
And he
that,
still ain't saying.
Had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading. No, we've never heard of that before that person.
And I think, you know, you're no better, and I'm no better.
Katt Williams was talking about himself once, and Katt Williams is a crazy person, but a brilliant comedian.
Williams referenced a 2013 conversation with Black Tree TV, discussing his part in the fifth Scary Movie and exploring various subjects, including the issue of actors being made to appear on TV in dresses to advance in their careers. Dave Chappelle's reluctance to accept comedy's $50 million offer in 2006 became a focal point. Chappelle believed that such agreements came with strings attached, unwilling to submit or endure humiliation for financial gain. The revelations continued, with comedians being requested to wear dresses for scenes, a practice that garnered criticism and questions about progress in the entertainment industry. Kevin Hart, despite his earlier stance, made an appearance in an SNL skit where he wore a dress. This move received criticism from fans, with accusations of selling out. The conflict escalated when Katt Williams seized the opportunity to reignite the rivalry, suggesting that Hart was voluntarily adhering to industry regulations to gain fame and fortune. The feud turned into a conflict of beliefs and values, with Williams representing comedians loyal to their craft and resisting conformity, while Hart was seen as someone familiar with mainstream success without compromising morals. Williams implied that comedians who resisted industry pressures might not achieve the same level of success, and there were limits that should not be crossed. In response, Kevin Hart harshly criticized Katt Williams, accusing him of evading accountability for his actions, including legal troubles and drug misuse. Hart emphasized the importance of hard work, commitment, and not compromising values to succeed in the comedy industry. The feud between Hart and Williams showcased a clash of ideologies within the world of comedy, highlighting the ongoing struggle between conforming to industry expectations for fame and staying true to one's principles. Katt Williams' perspective on Kevin Hart. The well-known comedian Vibe asserted that Hart was being used as a puppet by larger forces. Williams went further, claiming in his thoughts that Hart being a puppet wasn't the reason for the comparison. He emphasized not feeling superior to others, and the comparison to a puppet was about the real-life celebrity, not a personal attack. Williams advised against getting upset with someone superior and stressed that black guys shouldn't feel inferior. He used metaphors, saying, "If you feel like becoming angry with Kermit the Frog, don't say F Donald Duck at Jim Henson." Despite his previous sentiments towards Hart, Williams expressed a lack of concern, stating, "All I can do is wish him the very best." In an additional interview, Williams addressed the conspiracy theory suggesting Hart may be the reason behind the controversies, serving as a front to demolish Williams and replace him with Hart. Williams dismissed the plot, asserting that he was already aware of the circumstances in the industry and had moved aside. Williams clarified that he didn't think Hart was positioned as a potential replacement at the time. He participated in the interview to shed light on the workings of the industry and its influence on humor. Williams mentioned that at that time, Hart had no true authority and no power in the puppet realm. Katt Williams, originating from Cincinnati, Ohio, began his professional life in comedy, performing at comedic events in Dayton when he was younger. With years of honing his craft, Williams' career took off after joining in 2002, and he has since become a prominent figure in the comedy industry. Unveiling the drama. The Wild 'N Out comedy sketch by Nick Cannon showcased how Katt Williams' profile rose, especially after appearing in Friday After Next. In 2006, he made his stand-up debut, marking the beginning of a unique career that expanded to its current state despite numerous challenges. Williams' career has witnessed scandal, prominent disputes, and legal issues, leading to conjecture among fans. Despite this, Williams addressed a myth about not participating in commercials or sponsorships, clarifying that he has never auditioned for a commercial in his life and does not allow his tours to be sponsored. In a conversation with the comedian from Hot 97, Williams refuted the myth and confirmed that he hasn't been shunned by the industry. He expressed his lack of concern about some fans' opinions and emphasized that being popular has only made him more interested in carrying out his instructions. Williams acknowledged winning an Emmy for his part in the creation of Atlanta by Donald Glover. He recognized the significance of the award, but clarified that it held little personal meaning for him. Williams commented on the industry's focus on historic breakthroughs rather than individual accomplishments. Discussing his comments about Steve Harvey, Williams revealed that he didn't feel as guilty about attacking Harvey and criticized Harvey's parenting, citing instances where he allegedly neglected his twin daughters. Williams acknowledged Steve Harvey's recent controversies, including allegations of taking advantage of his daughter, Lori Harvey. Katt Williams suggested that Lori Harvey may be treated as the golden child due to her alleged tradable commodity status in Steve Harvey's eyes. He accused Steve of orchestrating Lori's relationships, even linking her with Diddy. Williams claimed that Steve forced Lori to delete a tribute to Kim Porter, Steve's late wife, and asserted that Steve had been attempting to move Lori into Diddy's life for some time. Williams claimed that Lori wasn't the bad guy in this situation and that Steve was pulling the strings behind the scenes. The lawsuit brought up Diddy's preference for white nail polish, indicating a quirky fashion preference that might have contributed to Lori's relationship with Diddy. In conclusion, despite all the drama and controversies, Katt Williams has not shied away from exposing the alleged shady underbelly of the comedy industry, targeting both Kevin Hart and Steve Harvey. Whether or not he accepts Joe Rogan's invitation, fans can only hope for more insights into the industry's inner workings. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.